What's up YouTube? This is the video game professor K-Knight23 coming to you with some new first impressions of Rift: The Wilds. So we're going to be playing a Primalist. I haven't played this game in quite some time, like years. So this is all going to be kind of new. We're going to be a Guardian. Let's see. We've got humans, High Elves, Dwarf, Lady Dwarf. Oh, so cute. And we've got the Defiance. Let's see what they're like. We've got more humans, but it appears to be Dark Elves and giant purple people. Alright, so the Primalist can be a damage dealer, a tank, or a healer. Well, that's cool. Alright. To pick our purpose. So we have Titan. Uses the forces of life and earth to protect their allies from harm. The Berserker cleaves multiple enemies in melee with the powers of death and water. The Vulcanist attacks enemies from range using barrages of earth and flame. The Dervish is a fierce melee combatant that unleashes flurries of blows. The Advanced Dervish. And there's the Preserver. Let's go with Berserker. Alright, a lot of customization options here, so that's cool. Oh, those eyes are way too big. There we go. Alright, that looks cool. Where can we select our hair? Alright, here's our hair. This looks like a good Berserker head. Markings. Do we just have, like, black? That'll do. Alright, let's go with Anders. Nope. Professor Smash. No spaces. Let's try Bjolmulf. Nope. Echtheow. Done. Okay, so we're getting into the game now. Whoa, what's this? Hey, buy stuff! So we'll try to ignore that. Oh, hey, buddy. Well, look at the size of that axe. Alright, so we've got two abilities. We've got Icy Cleave, deals 19 water damage, split equally among up to 8 enemies. Total damage is increased by 10 for each additional enemy hit. This is a Cunning ability. Pushes focus 20 points towards Fury. Morbid Slash. Strike that deals weapon plus 31 to 35 death. Fury ability pushes focus 40 points towards Cunning. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be balancing between Fury and Cunning then. Alright, I've got a little Fire Owl. Nice. This looks like basic quest stuff. Click on the exclamation point, find out where you need to go. Speak with Thane Doran.
Our salvation.
Okay. Looks like people are fighting tombstones. That's interesting.
I cannot see your face, yet I know you well. We can only understand a portion of the Vigil's plan.
Kill Ashen Defilers. Alright, so a basic hotbar game. It doesn't seem like the combat seems pretty weak. There's no real weight to it. I'm just kind of like swinging my weapon and enemies aren't reacting to it at all, rarely. Just kind of happens. So that's kind of a bummer. It doesn't feel very like... Doesn't feel like I'm really engaged in combat. It's like just things are just sort of happening. That's unfortunate. Collect swords. Alright, so we got a kill quest. And now we have a gathering quest. Alright, cool. So these are the talent trees. It looks like it gave me... Okay, here are all the souls. So there's 6 souls. This gave me a Vulcanist, a Berserker, and a Dervish. Oh, that's cool. So this is new. This gives you like a bunch of presets that you can use to sort of like guide how you should build a character. Oh, that's real cool. There's a lot of abilities to try to keep track of, and there's some definite synergy, so that's cool. It looks like there's like a lot of customization that you can do for your class, so that's really neat. I really, really dig that. I imagine that there's already been, so, you know, this game's been out for, you know, years at this point, so I'm sure all of the theory crafting has been done. That totally optimizes this. So that just throws little darts. They're so small! After playing games like WildStar, where the action's so much more heavy and substantive, this feels really disappointing. I mean, the graphics are cool, but the animations seem like it's just, the animation's just really lacking, and that's a bummer.
We fight.
That's a bummer. Like, I like the graphics, it's high fantasy. The characters look okay. They feel a little plastic, they're a little shiny. But overall, I think the graphics aren't that bad. They haven't aged that much. Trying to stay positive. Look at this sword! So, pray at an altar. This is the altar. Oh, that's a real shitty altar. Oh, that's neat. He's like using his sword to cast the spell? That's really cool. That's really cool. So apparently, I already have this wardrobe, so that's interesting. The map looks pretty decent. It doesn't look like the zone's very large, but everything seems clearly labeled. Oh shit, he just chopped that guy's head off. That was the most animation I've seen from this game. Now we just casually swing our sword. Very casually. Oh, this guy looks so lame. Oh, we gotta fight him. Alright. I spent too much time looking about how lame he looked and actually forgot to engage him. Oh, I'm stunned. Of course! Time to make a hasty retreat, you ass. I'm sure once he disappears, I'll no longer be stunned. Ooh, can I still get him? No, I can't. And we're level 13. I want to get to level 15 so we can try out some dungeons. So we're going to just jump right back into the instant adventure. And hope for the best. Queue up for that. Yeah, that was actually wildly fast. Let's see, we've got our buff up. Now we've got our horsey. Look at that horse. He's like a unicorn. He's a black eye unicorn. It sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Black eye unicorn. Go! It's just like the most lackadaisical combat ever. He said as he became a tree? Oh, that was weird. For a moment there, I was appropriating tree culture. It's pretty bad. So this is really cool. It takes me like right to where the action is. I guess that's why they call it instant action. Holy shit! That's like the most realistic chocobo I've ever seen in my life. So the hardest thing I'm finding right now is balancing between the fury and cunning bar. I don't seem to have a lot of abilities that generate fury. I think I have like precision bolt. That's it. So I want to get my fury kind of maxed out, and then I want to hit 2 and use my morbid slash, because despite its morbidity, it's pretty effective. I'm not sure how it rewards me, if my contribution is in any way affecting what rewards I get or experience I get, because it's hard to actually track what I'm doing or how well I'm doing. By the time I find the stuff I'm supposed to kill, it's like already dead. Oh, here's one. I can probably kill this guy. At least I don't have to dismount to use my abilities. I can just jump right on his butt. I'm collecting a lot of currency in these missions, so that's good. Because there's not a lot of loot that I'm actually getting, like actual items. I haven't gotten any upgrades, so I'm going to have to use that currency to upgrade, I think. Yeah, once I can get level 15, I'll queue up for dungeons and run these adventures while I wait. I can't imagine that the queue times are going to be short at all. Like, queuing for DPS is probably going to be a horrible experience. The music is really forgettable. It's in no way remarkable right now. The battle music is kind of meh. I've rarely do I actually ever hear battle music that's awesome. I think the only game where I actually did hear some pretty cool battle music was Final Fantasy XIV. But, you know, that whole series is usually known for its awesome compositions. I will contribute. I will cleanse you, dear. Boom! You've been rescued, citizen! Get up on the... No, stop it. Get under the... Bridge! There we go. What the hell are these green things? What the hell? They're like land jellyfish. Ah, I turned into an elephant rhino. We've been unable to find a group in a dungeon as DPS after we've been queued for like over an hour, so we're going to try a different soul. So I'm really thankful for this sort of like soul tree tip, letting me know how I can be this tank, because I've never tanked as a Titan before, so it's important to kind of get a handle on what the rotation's going to be. I do like the idea that these rifts just keep appearing up. Like these public quests are definitely a lot of fun. So like it can break up what you're doing pretty well and give you some diversity to what's going on. So as long as you have lots of ways to level, I think, you know, the game can be pretty fun. All these dudes are in the instant adventure, and it would be definitely more profitable to continue the instant adventure, but we're all like taking a break to just run this rift because it's different, it's fun, it's like pretty localized, so you know, what the hell? What's going on? Oh my god, a dungeon. Yes. Yes, please. Alright, please. I'm ready. This looks like it's a fire-themed dungeon, as we are in a cave fighting goblins. Well, I'm desperately trying to tank, but this warrior here is certainly doing doing my job, at least. I won't say he's doing a better job, because I don't feel like I've actually been adequately tested. I don't think I've had the opportunity to truly prove myself. I'm having a hard time getting aggro on everything. Like I said, I only have like one area of effectability, so I'm trying to like take turns hitting stuff. But these guys are like moving so fast. I can't possibly get all the aggro. All right, here's our first boss fight. We're fighting a guy with a ladle and a jetpack. Everybody's just fighting stuff wherever you want. There's absolutely no organization to this. I mean, this might be like the first dungeon you can possibly get into, so I guess I can kind of understand that. But you know, as a returning player, I know that the content gets a little more difficult. But if I was a new player, I would have no idea what the hell I was in for. Look at this dumbass. You should just die. I might be a shitty tank, but did you die? No, no, no. We're gonna try some PvP now, so let me queue up for that. Okay, let's do this. So I guess we gotta capture these control points. Oh shit. Alright. Here we go! And we're dead. Yep. Alright, get him. Hit him with stuff. I'm dead again. I'm already in Fury, so cunning attacks, right? Oh, I'm getting dead. Alright, let's just kill this dude's cat. Screw your cat, man. Wow, I'm getting healed. Dead. Okay, so we put several hours into Rift. We got our character to about level 26. So we only experienced the early game in the time that we played, and that's the position where we're going to review this. So what I can say about it is that there's a lot of great ideas that Rift employs, and they really try hard to create this sense of diversity when you're playing the game. You can do lots of instant adventures, PvP, dungeons, rifts. There's a lot of dynamic events, public quests like invasions, stuff like that. So how you play the game can be diverse and exciting. There's always new stuff that you can do, and that's really, really cool. That's also applying to the character that you play. You have different callings. 4 callings come with the game free. You can spend money to purchase the 5th calling, which is Primalist. And each of those callings has several souls. A lot of them are free. Again, there's a couple of souls that you can buy with expansions on the Rift store. So there's a lot of different options as you mix and match different souls to create a class that you want. I like that there's 4 roles. There's not just like that Holy Trinity. I'm going to totally get killed by these guys if they see me. Alright, doesn't seem like they do. Awesome. They don't see me. I'm fine. This is the end. This is the end of us. As I was saying, questing is very unremarkable. There's nothing new here. You're killing stuff, you're collecting stuff, you're turning it in. running back to turning quest is old and tired, and I'm not a fan of it anymore. So Rift definitely shows its age there. It's really fast to level by doing those instant adventures, and I would recommend to a new player to do quests as long as you can until you just get completely tired, and then you'll probably end up queuing up for those instant adventures that get you right into the action, that have just non-stop XP coming in as you go running around killing different things. There's no turn-ins, it's just you and a bunch of people moving together and completing objectives. So that was fun, and I think I will spend most of my time leveling in those instant adventures. Dungeoning at the levels that I played through was just a horrible experience. The dungeons seemed cool, but they were just very unorganized. I mean, the game's been out for years, so a lot of people that play it know what they're doing to the point where they can just run these dungeons blindfolded. And the queue time for DPS was in like the hours. So that was a bummer. Even as a tank, it took me about 25 minutes to get into a dungeon. Usually those tank specs get right in there and get into the action. So I used to play Rift when it first came out, and I got into the raiding scene, and I know that the raids are pretty cool. I know that the raids are where it's at, the raids are very enjoyable, and certainly challenging, and do require a lot of teamwork, and have some mechanics that will really test everybody's ability to follow instructions and work together. What's next is PvP, which was chaotic and just felt kind of, I don't know, it didn't feel very fulfilling either. It's just, it's not phenomenal PvP. It was slow and kind of clunky. I didn't really enjoy it. I thought that I've played other games in this series that had better PvP. The pros. The graphics are great. The colors are wonderful. All the different choices for characters and roles are awesome. The ability to queue into different modes of play, whether it's a dungeon or instant adventure, is fantastic. The rating is going to be pretty neat once you get there. The wardrobe that your characters can have and the customization options are wonderful. The fact that this game is a free-to-play game is also fantastic. And the cast shop that they have with their microtransactions, certainly not pay to win. You can buy some little items and gear here and there, but it's not anything that's game-breaking. Mostly people will use the cast shop for cosmetic reasons or experience boosts or potions and stuff like that. Mounts, you know, things that are irrelevant to the progression of the game. So some of the cons. The queue times are pretty bad, but the worst thing that I experienced in Rift was the animations. The combat animations were so boring. The combat was so lame. It felt like paper thin. It didn't feel like there was any substance to it. There was no impact. There was no sense that you were actually fighting. It was just like very... It seemed like a placeholder, to be completely honest. You know, hitting all of my different abilities and seeing only like 3 or 4 variations in attack was lame. The characters I was attacking would rarely respond to getting hit, so the animations were just really, really poor. And that is definitely my biggest criticism, because if the animations were a little tighter, if they had a little more weight to them, a little more impact, I think I could really get into this game. So, should you play Rift? I think it's definitely worth checking out. I think that Rift was designed for the World of Warcraft audience that gets a little more older, a little more matured out of the cartoony nature of WoW. I think that as a tab targeting hotbar game, Rift is really good. If you can get past the long queue times, the grind to level up to max level, and you can get past the combat animations, it's a really great game. There's a lot of depth to it. It reminds me of like Wrath of the Lich King, that era of World of Warcraft, with the different currencies, all of the talents, a lot of the specialization and optimization that you can do for so many different roles, and the ability to switch those roles on the fly wherever you are. I think you can have up to like 6 to 8 different specs set up that you can just change into once you purchase them with coin from the game. So if you were tired of World of Warcraft and you wanted something else that was similar to World of Warcraft but not WoW, then I think Rift would definitely be a game for you. So what should we try next week? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. And let me know if you played Rift, if you're planning on playing Rift. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. This is the Video Game Professor, K-Knight23, signing out. Take it easy, YouTube. Have a good one.